Hi guys, and welcome back here to Drone Emotion, a channel where we do drone videos and where we cover the most relevant drone news. Today my friends, we're back here once again with breaking news, and this time it's the DJI Mavic 3 and it looks like we have the official design leaked. Guys, we have different angles of the drone. We can finally see all of the battery compartments, all of its vents, everything. And in today's video we're going to be sharing with you all of those pictures that just got leaked, okay, as well as we're going to be sharing with you a production update. That is right, we have a production update on the DJI Mavic 3 that we're going to be sharing with you, and also at the end we're going to be giving you the release date of the DJI Mavic 3. So today's video is going to be a very exciting one and you don't want to miss out on it, my friends. Now, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome here, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because in this channel we will always be the first ones to bring you the latest drone news no matter what. And also, we have gotten to our first goal of 5,000 subscribers, so a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel yet. But with that goal being met, we propose a second one, and that is the 10,000 subscriber goal. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to go ahead and do so that you can help us get there. So guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video, which is going to be a very exciting one to say the least. Well, I don't know if you guys remembered, if you watched last week's video, a sketch of the DJI Mavic 3 was leaked, okay? Now, we did not have a full 360 view of the drone and it looked like it was drawn. Now, just a few hours ago, guys, a full 360 view of the DJI Mavic 3 was leaked, and this time it was not a drawing. This looks very legit, to say the least, guys. So why don't we go ahead and get started and share those with you. So these pictures are coming thanks to Dill's Drone on Twitter. He was the first ones to share these pictures, with also a huge props to him. So without any much further ado, here we have, and there are 3 different pictures of different angles of the DJI Mavic 3 right here on the screen. There we have them. So there are 3 different pictures, and the first one we can clearly see is the front view of the drone, something extremely similar to what we saw last week. Just now we don't have a camera, okay? So that's pretty interesting. We're gonna be touching on that a little bit later on. Now then we get a second picture, and that's a top view of the drone. Now we can clearly see that the DJI will change the way that the battery goes into the drone. We can clearly see that's going to go from the back up instead of going upwards like what we find it on all Mavic drones. So it looks like DJI will be adopting the phantom technique, and also this looks also pretty similar to what Autel uses on their Evo 2. Okay, so I like that new mechanism. I think it's going to be really good. Now, something that we don't see is the upward obstacle avoidance. Okay, so it was previously located in the rear part of the drone. Now we no longer see that, and I'm going to be touching on that a little bit later on. And then we get a third picture, guys, okay, and we can clearly see the 3 little LED lights. There are 4 LED lights, just as with all DJI drones, and we get our power button, and we can clearly see the vents of the drone, and a pretty similar design to what the original Mavic 2 Pro was, guys. So this is something pretty exciting, okay? The first thing that we noted was that there was a lacking camera on the drone, okay? This is something very interesting, and I think this might mean that we might be getting interchangeable cameras, so, or at least lenses. That's at least what I'm hoping for. And according to the picture that was shared thanks to the guys over at Drone Excel, where a camera was included, and that drawing was made by a person that actually saw the DJI Mavic 3 pre-production model, okay, which I'm gonna go ahead and share that sketch right here on screen. There we can clearly see the gimbal, and it looks kind of like a miniature Zenmuse camera, which is what we find on the Inspire 2. So it looks like a shrunk down version of what we find on the Inspire. We don't know if the Mavic 3 will have interchangeable lenses. Hopefully it does, but still nothing confirmed yet, guys. We should have that info hopefully pretty soon. But what we're seeing from the first drawing, it looks like the DJI Mavic 3 could have interchangeable lenses or cameras, okay? Also, we see a lot of bands, including the one that we find right here in the front of the drone. It looks like that's a brand new band, and that's going to be used in order to cool down the drone. We also see some bands right over here, and it looks like the obstacle avoidance will be located right here. Okay, I really like the design. Okay, it looks pretty aerodynamic, and some other bands right here. Okay, so really nice looking drone. Also, the upward obstacle avoidance is something that we don't see here, okay, and we still don't know where it's going to be located. Now keep in mind that this could possibly not be the final design, but this could very well be the pre-production model. Now, could this be actually the final design and DJI decides to not go with upward obstacle avoidance? Yes, but that will be very strange, because keep in mind that the Mavic 2 Pro is DJI's highest tier drone, and it needs to have that upward obstacle avoidance. So we're gonna have to wait and see where DJI decides to locate it, okay, to decide where they decide to put it. I don't know, hopefully we get it right here. That will be the only place where it could go, because keep in mind that in the back there's no more space. That's because of the new battery system it will be having, okay? The battery will no longer be like this. Now it will be pushing battery, just like what we find on the Phantom 4 drones, also what we find on the Autel. So a very similar design to that. I think DJI is going for that because they need to fit in a bigger battery. Now let's go ahead and talk about flight time. What can we expect of flight time? We still don't have the confirmed flight time, okay, but I will definitely expect to see a pretty big bump from the original 31 minutes of flight time that we got with the original Mavic 2 Pro. I will expect this drone to have a flight time of around 40 to 45 minutes if they want to really compete with the Autel Evo 2, which, keep in mind, it's the longest consumer flying drone right now with a 40-minute flight time. So I think DJI needs to at least get 40 in order to battle the Evo 2's flight time, okay? Now let's go ahead and finish off talking about the update that we have on production. Now we have an update, and this is coming thanks to guys over at Drone Excel, which have a very reliable source, and they have proved to have it with previous DJI product launches, okay? Now their source said that they had intel that the Mavic 3 on this very moment, April of 2021, that the DJI Mavic 3 has entered production stage. That's right. These are great news, guys, because this means that the final design for the Mavic 3 has been finalized and that the production has started. Those are great news. Now they are expecting some brand news in 2 to 3 months, okay? So that's when we can expect to hear some new leaks, possibly even pictures, specs, camera, everything should be in around 2 month time. So we're talking around June to July time. Now let's finish off talking about when is this drone going to be launched. It was originally planned for summer. Now keep in mind that the DJI Air 2s came around out of nowhere, and that's going to be happening sometime in April or early May. We still don't have the official release date. As soon as we have it, the video is going to be on the channel, but that drone is expected to hit the market extremely soon. Now when will the Mavic 3 be launched? Thanks to some very reliable sources, we can confirm that the Mavic 3 will be pushed back a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? It will still happening in 2021. Don't worry about that. It's expected somewhere between Q3 and Q4 of this year. Everything right now it's pointing towards fall of this year. So get ready, guys. The Mavic 3 is right around the corner, and as soon as we have any more new info, leaks, pictures, or anything, we're gonna keep you updated here in the channel. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Drone Emotion signing out.